This is the first installment of Destin Complains. Today I will be complaining about young adult novels being turned into movies. First, I'm going to start with The Hunger Games. So, basically, I read this in 2.5 days, so I can't really compare this to the movie. And I think my brother gave this to me, but... Next book. The next book I complain about is Catching Fire. Now, unlike with the first book, I can't complain with the whole movie being turned into a book, because I can't remember the book that well. But the second one was my favorite out of the series, and that movie was like, they left out some of my favorite scenes in the book out of the movie, and I'm like, whoa, who does that? You don't do that. No, you can't just do that to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was sitting there in that chair. You do not expect me to pay like $8 almost to go see your movie and not have my favorite scene in there, you know? Like, you don't do that. And that, that ending too, like, what? Like, in the ending of the book, I'm gonna say, let's see, the last few sentences of the book. Okay. They're not in District 12, I repeat, as if saying it was somehow fend off the truth. Katniss, Gale says softly. I recognize that voice. It's the same one he used to approach wounded animals before he delivers a death blow. I instinctively raise my hand to block his words, but he catches it and holds on tightly. Don't, I whisper, but Gale is not one to keep secrets from me. Katniss, there is no District 12. District 12. In the movie, after that, it was like this. She was like, after she heard that line, it was like, President Snow, you know what I mean? Next book. Next up, Mockingjay. I'll tell you what I have to complain about this book. I read the first 7 chapters. I got so bored with this book. You know what I did? I did this. Sorry, I can't curse in this video, but that's what I did. Do you know how many of my favorite characters die in this book? Do you want to know? I'll tell you how many, okay? 3 of my favorite characters die. It's 3, seriously. My 3 favorite characters, I'll name them. Okay? See, I just named them. Probably couldn't hear. And you know what? When I was looking back through this book to do exactly what I did about the whole page flipping thing, to do this video, I found out about another character that died. And I'm like, what? Next book. One of my favorites. Divergent. See, this is a good book. It really, really is. It's an improvement on the Hunger Games series. That movie, I took my mother to go see that on Mother's Day. I was disappointed when I walked out. I was like, sad. Do you know how many things they messed up? Seriously. I got a story for you. Okay? There was this one girl, 7th grade, okay? She was this hot, popular girl. And I sat next to her during a period of 6th period. 5th period. Yeah. Anyways, she was at the table, and I was with my friend, okay? And apparently she read this Divergent too, and she was about to go on the second one, and so was I, or something like that. Anyways, we were talking about it, and my friend's just looking at me like I'm crazy, talking about a young adult novel, and he's looking at me all crazy, and I'm talking to her about it, and she's like, oh my god, Tobias is so hot. And so I'm just sitting there in silence for a few seconds, and I'm like, yeah, Tobias is totally hot. And my friend looked at me like, what did you just say? And, of course, I mean, hey, she thought Tobias was hot, so I thought Tobias was hot. I mean, she was hot. I mean, when you're talking about a hot, popular girl, yeah, of course you have to agree. Next book. Insurgent. Alright. I have not seen the movie for this, as I am too scared it will suck so bad worse than the first one. I don't know. Nothing can be worse than that first movie. Nothing can. See, I read the first one and part of the second one before I saw the first movie. I was that far in until I went like, yeah, no, I am not finishing this. Nor am I reading the third one, because I know some of you who are watching this probably know what happened in the third one. And so reading this franchise is basically pointless now. Next book. I'm going to show this book to you. But do not click away. Okay? Promise me that. I have a perfectly good explanation. I read part of this book, like the first 120-something pages. I was at the library, or at the school library, and I was talking to this girl, a girl that I liked at the time, and she convinced me to read it, and I read part of it. And so the book, surprisingly, is okay. It's what I have to say about Twilight. The book is okay. The movie, I haven't seen the movie in a while. My mom loves the Twilight movies. I haven't seen Twilight in I'm done with this video. Check out some of our other stuff. I don't know.